come again. The Prime Minister of Biafra, Simon Ekpa, has assigned the maximum responsibility, which everybody is afraid on putting their head into. Now, Biafra has their way out. As you come now, you share. Let us show you the reason why a lot of people is running away in Biafran matters. But the name of Simon Ekpa is Obatobie Ikpoke. They call him Ekberima. They called him the taproot. Nnamdi Kanu disciple, the spiritual son of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the prime minister of Biafra. Biafra now has what they called prime minister. Then the game has just started. As you come now, put your hand in the share button. Then join us for you to hear little the kind of responsibility Simon Ekpa put his head to carry. The hope has come to Biafran people because nobody want to put his head there. Nnamdi Kanu tried it, they came at him. But Simon Ekpa has put in his head there. When you look inside that logo, you will see the map, original map of Biafra. And the government in exile is working. Now, Simon Ekpa has been elected to carry this cross. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Oneme ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume. Ihe na-adịghị ekwe omume ka ọ na-eme. Share this message. Let it go viral. We need numbers here. Simon Ekpa, Chineke God, and when they keep behind something, there are men that can do what you cannot do. We can stay here to broadcast, but there are men that can do what you cannot do. Yeah, men are equal is in the mouth. But when you come to the challenge, then you will see that there are men that is above order. Are you getting it? Men, Biafrans has been well blessed, but for God giving them Ekberima. You see, this name now, we'll be calling him that Ekberima, because we know when Simon Ekpa have been pleading to Ifeanyi Ejiofor, he say, please, give me opportunity because I have contact. Look at the profile. You will see the people who is backing Simon Ekpa up. It is not easy for an Igbo man to have what they call direct contact to an European president. Are you getting it? Do you know that in Canada, Igbo man is a chief judge in Canada, but he don't want to put his head to carry the kind of load Simon Ekpa has put in his head now to carry. If you go to Italy, an Igbo man is a local government chairman there as well. He don't want to put his head to carry what Simon Ekpa has carried. Please, I am loaded. Help us to share, so that I can also share. We are 555 Vision, and we will deliver this message. Simon Ekpa, a burugo responsibility. Simon has carried all our load, and we must celebrate. Now we will share to some of our groups for them to know that wonders has happened, and it is time for Biafrans to celebrate and give God. You said no sound? Are you saying no sound? Please, people watching, are you hearing me? Stop that sound. Let me see. Do you say no sound? We can't hear you. Yeah. Then we have to come back. There is no sound. Then we have to come back. There is no sound. But are you hearing me? We have to come back. There is no sound. I'm hearing it here. Are you hearing me? We have to come back. There is no sound. I'm hearing it here. Okay. Are you hearing me? We have to come back. Yeah. I'm hearing it here. Okay. Biafrans, God has blessed us. Let us share the message as we continue. We will tell you people the kind of responsibility Simon Ekpa have just assigned. Obata will be one of Biafra. Obata will be one of Biafra. Oburugo mmehie anyị. Simon have taken away all our sins. We are 555 vision and we must deliver this message the way it is coming. Biafrans, time to celebrate has come. There's no two ways about it. The Prime Minister of Biafra. Then let us go back to the work. We go back to work. Biafrans.
The government does not want any black in their country anymore. They chase all the whole blacks out from Tunisia. They lock everyone in. They put everyone in prison. After they bring it from prison, they have bust your house, carry all their property. The landlord of the place, they have take off all your property, all your belongings, your passport, your money, everything. They arrest you. After they arrest you, they will keep you in prison for 3 months. Before they free you, they give you paper to go out. Before you go to your house, the landlord will not give you the accommodation again. They ask you to go out. That the government say every landlord should not issue the house to any blacks anymore in the country. That all the blacks should leave their country. Right now, we are stranded in outside. We are sleeping outside, as you may see. I've sent some video that prove the evidence for you. Please, we ask for Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa to come for the rescue of a Biafrans in Tunisia. Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa, we know you as a man. We know you as a man of timber and caliber. We know what you can be able to do. Please, Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa, the Biafran in exile, to come to our rescue. Please, we say, may God bless all Biafrans. All hair Biafrans. Thank you.
Biafrans.
To stop doing fundraising. In our church, one year to go. But I didn't have any Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa today, but Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra.
Are you getting it? We are
so
provoking.
We never allow anything like that to happen, or for you to come and insult who is working assiduously to restore Biafra. I don't like that, and I will not be in any group that you will do that. I will not come out and talk. I must talk because I represent Biafra. The spirit of Biafra is in me. That is it. Let's discuss about our freedom. If you know that you love this, you love yourself and your children and the future, the generation to come, fight and make sure.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says, Igbo people are the most intelligent people in this world. It takes Igbo people, it is very difficult for Igbo man to trust you. They will put spoon inside your ass to check if you are genuine. But whenever Igbo man found out that you are genuine, sky will become your limit. People are ready to destroy anything just to protect Simon Ekpa, because the extra rendition of Nnamdi Kanu has taught us a lesson. Mike Ejaya asked his children, or Mbe asked his children, How many times will something happen to you before you learn a lesson? The other one says 3 times. The other one says 2 times. The other one says he will not even allow that thing to happen. He will learn from the one that happens to other ones. He said, yes, now you are my true son. You still think that the Biafrans are ready to lose Simon Ekpa, the prime minister of Biafra? And I will not mention them. I will read because I am loaded. You understand? The prime minister of Biafra, Biafran in exile have elected Simon Ekpa. Do you know? Nwata nna ya ziri ori na-eji ụkwụ agbawa ụzọ. Simon Ekpa, since the extradition of Nnamdi Kanu, Simon Ekpa has been pleading to the media legal team. He said that time Ejiofor has been rolling around. Simon told them, he said, I have contact. Give me this treasure. Let me run. I know what to do with it. Let me run. I know what to do with it. I know how to handle this thing. I need opportunity. The way we voted for vote of no confidence to the other ones. You understand? Simon said we should lower everything like attack. You understand now? No attack, but we must go on to teach. Then, that time we voted the vote of no confidence to DOS. We say, let's give Simon Ekpa the power, the authority. Do you know what is authority? A written note. A written note, that is what Simon Ekpa has been asking. Give me this opportunity so that when I go to office, I will present this letter. I will present this paper. I will present this logo saying that the Biafrans has elected me. They gave me the power to speak on behalf of them. Ejiofor refused. And from that time, inside 555 vision, we begin to suspect different things. Now, do you see that Simon Ekpa has become the hope of all Africans in this life today? The hope of all Nigerians in this life today. The hope of all Biafrans in this life today. The hope of all Igbo extractions. Simon Ekpa is the hope. The eye we used to see today. This is Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafra. And when he got this certificate, he says that this is a very big responsibility, but isi karaka na-ebu ogidi. Isi karaka na-ebu ogidi. Isi karaka na-ebu ogidi. That is the reason Simon Ekpa put his head to carry this thing. Do you people know exactly what Simon Ekpa have carried? Share this message. Invite people. Let them come and hear our little analysis, because he is coming live today to give a broadcast to let us know that now he has been elected as the Prime Minister of Biafra. Then the mantle has been genuinely handed over to him. Let us hear some of our critical thinkers, the advice they bring to Simon. So, we go here.
In the person of Mazi Simon Ekpa, he is very brilliant. He is very wise in whatever he does. And I know it's because of the spirit of Chukwuokike Abiyama that is with him. It's because he is and was called for this mission. Since yesterday that he was elected as the Prime Minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile, you can see a lot of things have been happening in social media, congratulations here and there. And he made a statement today calling for truce for every autopiloted IPOB to cease attacks on Ndenzoma and their likes on anybody. This is a very wise decision from the Prime Minister, a very wise one for that matter. It is left for the people on the other side of the aisle to embrace this opportunity, use this opportunity wisely. Using it wisely in the sense that they should try to come back to the struggle Not coming back to join autopilot, no, but trying in a way to see how they can assist in whatever the autopilot is doing. Like when the Dragon, the Prime Minister issues order, they share it, they try to join in the awareness creation. That is the only way they can be relevant and that they can be recognized again. So that is a very wise decision from a wise man. You see, when the Prime Minister was asking God for 1,000 men wisdom, a lot of people don't know why he made that. This is the reason why he made that request from Chukwokikabiam, just like Solomon. When opportunity called for him to call for riches, he called for wisdom, and God blessed him with wisdom and gave him as well as the riches that he never asked of. So the Prime Minister is wise in his decisions, in whatever he brings to the table, and it's left for Ndi Nzama to know that this is the time for them to try as much as possible to feed themselves back into the struggle. Not coming to join autopilot, but rather doing something to make them relevant. Meaning that they should have to share the broadcast, they should have to come and listen to the broadcast, they should have to come and join in the sit at home, they should have to propagate that gospel of restoration, and not blackmailing on trying to be stumbling block in what we are doing. So this is an olive branch again being extended from the Prime Minister. And I wish, because most of us here have brothers who are on the other side of the aisle, or we know them, we can as well share these messages to them so that they know that this is the time for them to come back to relevance, at least to join in what is happening, to share the message so that the Nigerian government will know that now we are coming together. They will have no other option than to release our leader. But as long as they are on the other side of the aisle to counter whatever we are doing, they can never be relevant again. So this is what I just remembered, and I feel is good for me to write it, to make a voice note on that, and see if I can share it in our different platforms, and see if people, and some people who still, the mind is deceitful. There may be some people who are in various groups who are still having some kind of soft spot for the fallout angels and all the rest of them. So this is also a message for such people, so that they have to know that Biafran movement, Biafran liberation can never be stopped by anybody. Rather, it is growing higher and higher and higher. And together, we can make more moves that will make the Nigerian government to panic more and release our leader. Once our leader is released, no stopping Biafra from emerging. Even without the release of our leader, Biafran declaration is imminent. There is nothing anybody can do about that, because Chukwokikabiam destined that Biafra will come. And here we are, very close to Biafra. Just in a jiffy, we are going to be in God's land. So this is just my message to most of us who can share it to our brothers who are on the other side of the aisle. Thank you.
You see, we are 555 Vision. Our own message is to our own choice. When we pick that message, we are listening to all the voice note people are bringing. We are listening to all, but the one that suits immediately, we will pick it up. He says, this person, this angel who dropped this message, he said he dropped it so that people will be sharing until it will get to the other side of the eye, and the eye has picked it. Which advice did you see him drop here? He says, the Prime Minister, because from down on, you have to address Obatobie one as the Prime Minister of Biafra. Onyuberuru, Yaracha, Isi Karaka, Nebu Ogidi. Isi karaka na ebu ogidi. If you people know the reason, yeah, the kind of load Simon Ekpa put his head to carry. Asị nwata aka wara ogodo, ikuku eburu ya buru ogodo ya, mana ọka aka buru ogodo buru ya na. Nwata jide ọkụ jide mma, ọkụ eneghe ya, mma eyie ya n'aka, but ọkụ na mma is necessary and you will take it home because you need ọkụ in your farm, in your home, and you still need the knife. Are you getting it? And we trust Simon Ekpa. When you are playing football, you know that somebody made some statement here concerning Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. When you are playing football, you know that whenever that ball touch the leg of Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi, you put it in the right position. The only thing you have to wait now is for him to score that goal. This ball, you see us, the media team, autopiloted critical IPOBs, both home and abroad. How many continents do we have in this life? All of us, we are putting this ball inside the net, inside the leg of Simon Ekpa for him to carry this ball and score. Do you know what? Simon Ekpa have just picking this ball now by accepting to become Biafran Prime Minister. When he got this news, he says, this is a very big and mighty responsibility. But are you Ndibo? I think Ndibo is here. You know, yesterday we encountered Ndiezemo who says that Onya turi lokoware ya egeji lunne ya furozo. We told them, give us opportunity to explain some deep parables because most of our people did not grow in the village where those kind of culture is being practiced. Are you getting it? And in they made greatest mistake by sending their children out of Igbo land where they will learn the parable. Then we come, we say, if you people know exactly the kind of stress Simon Ekpa is passing through, then everybody will change even his profile and put Simon Ekpa, let his picture begin to fly. Give him everything you have for him to give you freedom. Do you know the song they used to sing? Oburuwo mehemuna, Oburuwo mehemuna, obezie na afugimya. Simon Ekpa nọ na Finland, anyị ga-anọ ebe a na-etiri ya mkpu, ọ na-agba egwu a. Akwe na aghọta na we are 555 vision. We know the kind of load Simon Ekpa put in his head to carry. I cannot do it. I am telling you, I can't do it. Those people who is attacking him, they cannot do it. They know the responsibility. That's why you see them hidden. They cannot come out and speak the way we are speaking. Not even for you to read body motion and the body language of those people. They are in hidden. They give you audio messages. Other people that defends them, they come there to criticize someone who created this government in exile, creating all this logo, creating, and he has succeeded in uniting all Biafra. Do you know what it means? Unity is the thing Igbo people lack. Coming together is the thing Igbo people lack. And when you talk about Igbo people, you are talking about everywhere where divide and rule take effect. And the Simon Ekpa is the only person that has the guts to say, I am sorry when he made mistake. Sorry seems to be the hardest word, but sorry, whenever anybody that found it easy to use that word, sorry, has the strongest weapon. Are you getting it? We have two messages we have to play before we go into analysis. There is another brother we have to play.
Sorry. My brother, I'm really happy and glad to hear that Simon Ekpa has begun to
write your messages, please, and share
in their case. This is how we do know a good leader. A good leader has the welfare of his people in his heart. And then that's how we know whom God and those that God chose or have chosen to lead his people. Just the same way our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, where we are treating our people as well. You know, a good leader saves the chicks from the den of the kite, and then when the chicks are saved, then she will now come home to ask the chicks, why do you go to the kite's den? So, but those that were leading us after our leader was kidnapped, they will start asking, are you IPOB member? Are you this? Do you have your card, your payment, and all that? And the midst of trying to find out and ask questions, then the people will be slaughtered, and then the ocean will swallow them. So, but a good and chosen leader goes to rescue his people first of all, and then if there's any question, he will ask the question when he sees them on safe ground. Thank you, and I am grateful. Thank you, and God bless us all. We move. Biafra, God will have chosen leaders for us to lead us out of this. But that would depend on our character to support that leader. You know, our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, will be out. And I know that because God have spoken from several means that is going to be out. And I believe in faith that it will be out, safe and sound, because he's going to be the one to hoist the Biafran flag and then celebrate the freedom of his people whom he has so much dearly fought for. Thank you, and God bless us all as we move.
So, Biafrans, God has done wonder. Today, what another celebration. Today, what another celebration when this news has been opened. For Simon Ekpa to accept being the prime minister, the highest responsibility in the universe. Do you know the kind of suffering everybody is suffering in Biafran land? Do you know the kind of suffering these people, they are burning our houses in Lagos, burning our business places in Lagos. Kanu is killing us, North is killing us. This is what Simon Ekpa put in his head to carry. You are in Europe, in Germany, Switzerland, everywhere in this world. You give your own children in exchange of card for you just to have what they call resident permit and the working permit. These are the responsibilities Simon Ekpa have come to carry. Maybe we will stay here. Everybody who is following me, we are here now to remind you people, sending to Simon the kind of responsibility he put in his head to carry. But Chukwu Okike Abiama says, that thing that seems difficult in the eyes of men, it will be easy in your eyes. Simon Ekpa used to have sleepless nights, but you will not notice when he come out, you will see him giving his own program with every manner of joy. You see him with his boy. Sometimes the boy is sleeping right there where he is giving broadcast. He will also let you people know he is a family man. We ourselves, we are here. Sometimes we have our own sleepless night, but we make sure that since Chukwu Okike Abiama called us to deliver this message, we are not going back. And do you know the kind of load Simon Ekpa is steering now? That is what Simon Ekpa is doing. Nnamdi Kanu knew that he has been sold. Nnamdi Kanu knew that he has been betrayed. But he said, you who have collected money to betray this struggle, I have no word for you. But time will come when you yourself will confess. But you have collected money thinking that you will stop this movement we are making. But there are people whom God have chosen to deliver this message. And this message, this particular message is for them. He say, be awake. Mental toughness and the mental capability. He says, he will lead in front as you are reading the psalm. He says, within this time, the story will change. And whatever you hear, be at alert. Sometimes you go back to your memory. You persevere. And after you have persevered, then you ask yourself a question. Your power, your energy should be in your brain. We will not rely on physical power. Because of some people who is telling Simon, go and declare Biafra. We are ready to fight. We cannot rely on physical power. Rather, the power of brain. Rather, we have to stay on our brain, mental toughness and the mental capability. That is what is happening. And all the attacks Simon Ekpa have received made open way to him. I am telling you, you who has been attacking Simon Ekpa, you see his news. Let me show you something before I continue. He says today that he introduced, that he ceasefire. He said, I hereby call for immediate truce. Cases on ceasefire, any attack on media. But this business, this thing we are doing, if you stop attacking, I don't even know, because I believe in 555 vision, we believe that Simon cannot be that tough. He will not take this kind of decision if he has not been receiving attack. One thing very, very important is, if you are using your face to do this attack, Biafra is registering everything you have done. But this attack, this war we are into, needs an attack. Because do you know one of the secrets of Simon Ekpa? Simon Ekpa used to watch in the Nzama program, where they are criticizing him. The people who say, you have not declared Biafra. The people who say, you have not done this. The people who say, and he knew that these are the things he's supposed to do. Then he will capture those attacks. He will capture those blame. Then he will put them on the table and begin to solve them one after another. For this reason, we are telling you, you who want to continue your attack on Simon Ekpa, we are not telling you to stop. I mean it. I am not speaking contrary to his own. I am not attacking anybody, and I am not mentioning name of anybody. But this attack, if you know that you want to continue your attack on Simon Ekpa, let me tell you, your attack on Simon Ekpa, your blackmail on Simon Ekpa, you trying to bring Simon Ekpa is the thing that lifted him up. Because there are some people in this life, they decided, since you say I cannot do this thing, I will tell you that I will do it. There are some kind of Igbo people, okay, there is a history in Igbo people during the time of slave. They sold them as a slave in America. They said they cannot be slave under anybody. They come from the sea, and the true sea they will return. Those people, they were singing, Mirikai Sibia, Mirikai Gesiala, Mirikai Sibia, Mirikai Gesiala, until all of them sink inside that sea. And the song they were singing covered the surface of the sea. They told you in the book of Genesis that the word of God will remain on top of the sea. It happened in the life of me and you, Igbo people. This is the spirit of autopiloted IPOBs. There are people that is called Ndisi Ekwong. Simon Ekpa bụ Ndisi Ekwong. Gaddafi bụ Ndisi Ekwong. 247 bụ Ndisi Ekwong. Akparawa bụ Ndisi Ekwong. All IPOB critical thinkers bụ Ndisi Ekwong. There are IPOBs. There are Biafrans, Igbo Biafrans, and there are Igbo Nigerians. Are you getting it? And inside this place, we are analyzing. You who want to continue your attack with your green, white, green to attack Simon Ekpa. The person who created that green, white, green logo made this war easy for every one of us. Because whenever we see that green, white, green logo, we know that one attack is coming and we are waiting. And when you write your comment, we will go to your profile. When we go to your profile, we will see that you are nobody. So, who is then fooling who? Who is fooling who? You are fooling the person who is using his face to attack the Holy One, the Prime Minister of Biafra. The same way you people have been attacking Nnamdi Kanu. When Nnamdi Kanu got his victory, we stopped receiving attack. So your attack is needed. You can attack us, but when you attack us, we will capture that bullet and analyze it. If it's something we have to memorize, we memorize it because nobody is above mistake. Then, if you don't want to attack, you can dictate things we're supposed to do, things we're supposed to say. That's why we permit and give opportunity to some people that like to drop a voice note. If you cannot drop a reasonable voice note, then write a comment. Partake in something. Many are called, few is choosing. The vineyard is many, but laborers are few. Try to partake in something. Yesterday, there was an emergency fundraising. Some people partake. Some people came there, they say they must contribute. Abraham Lincoln says, he told American people, do not think of what America will do for you, but rather think on what you will do for America. Abraham Lincoln, he is the one that says this thing. And since that time, black Americans, which Martin Luther King freed as a slave, all of them, we are relying in government, just like the obedient people are relying in government. Abraham Lincoln told them, think of what you will do for America. Stop thinking what America will do for you. That's why you see America. All of them entered inside basketball. They enter inside different kind of film actors. They enter inside movie. They enter inside music. They enter inside productions. And these are our children. These are our children. Simon Ekpa have carried a lot of responsibility. Do you people know that our brothers in Haiti, they've been marginalized by Dominicanos in South America? Those people in Haiti are Igbo people. They rejected to become slave, just like me and you in autopilot rejected to be slave and submitted to the power of Fulanese. The Haitians people, they rejected to be slave in America. Then America dropped them in that island called Haiti today. Haiti is the first black nation that got their independence. Today, all South America is using Haitians like a slave. They beat them just the way they are beating Igbo people today. When Nnamdi Kanu was here lecturing us, he said, when you come with your pens and paper. When you come with your pens and paper. Back home, with you guys. Yes, now back home, I say, onye njenje, onye nze. I say, onye njenje ko onye isi awu amamife. That's why we see people like Nyanwodo, George Obiozo, Ikpa, all these criminals in Ohaneze Ndibo. They don't even understand their simple parable. That parable says, "Anebo zozotana tupu azobute." Why should they says the fools also grow old? That's why Nnamdi Kanu look onto these people. He said, man, if we continue to follow these morons, all of us will enter inside a beast. And for this reason, we are trying to remind you people the kind of responsibilities Simon Ekpa have assigned. People who can forward this message to him, forward it to him. Simon bụ Ojisi Ebuoko. Ojisi Ebuoko. People have been giving him name. They call him Obatobie. They call him Egweji Ejogo. They call him different kind of name. Do you know the name 555 Vision called Simon Ekpa? We called him the Volcani. The volcanic eruption. That is his name. That is the name we give him. The volcanic eruption. He is not afraid of anybody. Ojishi Ebuoko. If Simon come to mountain, he will break it. Because God, Chukwu Okike Abiama, when we are talking about Chukwu Okike Abiama, Chukwu Okike Abiama is Eke, God of the sun, Orie, God of the sea, Afo, God of the land, Nkwo, God of the air, is guiding Simon Ekpa. Ekpoke, the taproot, Obatobie, the prime minister of Biafran land. Are you getting it? When you know the name of someone, how many people will watch his program when he came out and told the whole world his name? Because you have to know someone according to his name. Ndị Igbo says, ana-ele nwa anya n'iru, ana-agụ ya afa. Ndị Igbo, the culture of Ndị Igbo, not this artificial technology they have now. Original Ndị Igbo, you cannot give name to a baby you have inside stomach. No. When the baby come to the world, then elders will come and look to under the face of that baby. That's why we have that parable that says, that is why Simon Ekpa is Obatobie one of Biafran land. Ekpoke, the taproot. Nnamdi Kanu spiritual son, his disciple and the apostle. Today, he is the prime minister of Biafra and he has dedicated to serve every one of us. Do you understand? Do you know that Simon Ekpa is now serving us officially? The way Jesus is a servant to us. We have been glorified to have somebody like Nnamdi Kanu to dedicate to serve us. Do you know one of the problem and the mentality Nigeria put inside Nigerian people is because they don't know that Buhari is a servant. How many people is complying? How many people is getting this thing? They don't know that Buhari is a servant. They don't know that Dave Umahi is a servant. They don't know that Okezie Ibazo is a servant. They don't know that Hope Ozodemma is a servant. They don't know that all those representatives, anybody you come in coup and you voted for that person is your servant. But they turned everything upside down. They call it things fall apart. They are your servants. You have power more than them. That is why you see me, I put my glass now, and we are now telling Simon Ekpa his responsibility. Anybody who will try to forward this thing, make sure Simon watch this thing, because he has already carried our burdens. Oh, Buruwo, Mehanyina, all these are our burdens. Simon have signed it. And the kind of, hey, Chineke God, the kind of responsibility Simon Obatobie, Ekpoke one of Biafran land, the taproot, the end of Nzama, have signed, meaning that when Nnamdi Kanu was here, I will remind Simon Ekpa a lot of things. You people don't know that we are waiting for Simon Ekpa to sign this document? We have been praying, doing fasting and praying for Simon to sign this document and become prime minister. Then we will remind him his responsibilities. Are you getting it? How many, Anita, are you, am I riding? Let us remind him his responsibilities and we will make everything possible to make it easy for him, because the vineyard is many, laborers are few. How many of you is volunteering yourself to work with him, to make the work easy for him? Remind him that when Nnamdi Kanu was teaching, Argentina, black people in Argentina, They have been using the messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to lecture Argentina black people. When you watch Argentina football game, you don't see any black there. But originally, Argentina has black people in their country, and they put them in the bush. The message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was what Argentina government authorized using to educate those people inside the forest. Send this message to Simon. Let him know his responsibilities, because God have answered our prayer by allowing Simon, who prayed for God to give him 1,000 men wisdom. And we are trying our best to work with him. Are you getting it now? We are working with him, and we are reminding him the responsibilities of being the taproot, to be one of Biafran land. Then go to Papua New Guinea. When Nnamdi Kanu was here, the news that the gospel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got to Papua New Guinea. And they begin to listen to the gospel of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the responsibilities. Ekpa, Simon Ekpa, Obie, the very taproot and the end of all in Zama and all impunity. Every suffering, black people is suffering all over the world. This is what he have assigned by the Prime Minister of Biafra. The message continued to Viagua. Viagua has black people. They are original black people suffering inside forest. And these people, they took Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth, as Jesus. They are worshiping the God, the husband of Queen Elizabeth, King Philip, as Jesus, because you know that Britain is Antichrist. They are doing everything they can do to take power from Jesus Christ. If you go to Viagua today, King Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth, the black people in Viagua worship him like a god. This is another responsibility which Simon Ekpa have signed as the Prime Minister to liberate black people. And you know that Biafra is the light of Africa. In Biafra, Africa died. And the resurrection of Biafra is the resurrection of Africa. And whenever Biafra is liberated, Africa will be liberated. And all black people all over the world will be free. And you then go back to the book of Revelation, where it says, when the new heaven, the new paradise is found, the kingdom of God on this planet Earth, when it's found, then peace will return to this universe, and happiness and joy will circulate all over the world. And this joy will ride for 10,000 years before the end time. And what is end time? End time means that human being will transform, and they will be transformed to robots. Are you people getting it? If you want to doubt me that human being is transforming to robot, then ask question here, or it will become a teaching of another day. So we are happy that, for me, I am free as a Biafra now, because Simon, we know the game we passed in his leg, and he must score this goal. Yeah. Anyway, there is a song they used to sing in Igbo land. They say, Amaram onyem so nazo. Amaram onyem so no bo Simon. Amaram, I sing this song on the time of Nnamdi Kanu. Amaram onyem so nazo. Amaram onyem so obo Nnamdi. Are you getting it? My Redeemer liveth. God answered the prayer of Nnamdi Kanu by bringing Simon Ekpa. Obatobi, one of Biafran land. The man that doesn't take nonsense from anybody. He will laugh with you. He will joke with you. But everything have limit. Are you getting it? Today is one of my most joyful day. The news came out yesterday until we receive the document. We are piling Biafran Bible. It is going inside our Biafran Bible because we are preaching Biafran gospel. Simon Okpato Obieba have assigned Biafran Primera Ministerio, the first minister of Biafra. Hey God. Then, do you people watch the message of Obasanjo? I don't know if I have it. Let us just show you the screenshot of Obasanjo. When he see what Simon Ekpa did, Obasanjo went and signed some. Let me try to get it, please. Don't be annoyed with me. Yeah. I take a snapshot. Obasanjo said that Nigeria is indeed a divided country. That's what Obasanjo said. I didn't see the screenshot. Yeah, I will get it later. He said that indeed Nigeria is a divided country. Obasanjo begin now to preach gospel of unity. He said he is not old now. He is not young enough to die. Nigerians is when they are old enough, then they will begin to say the truth. Are you getting it? But this game they are playing. Our Igbo parable says, Onye njenje, ka onye isi awụ amamife. A traveler is more wise than the gray-haired man in the village. Before is when they were telling us that thing you climb up to see. We the elders, we sit down and see them. Even when they are sleeping, they see them. It is not this time. This is the time of internet age. Did Dave Umahi know how to browse? Did he know internet? He is an engineer. Did Buhari know internet? Is there any representative in Igbo land, Ndo Hanez Igbo, that know how to use internet? What did they do? They contracted young people with a vibrant computer age, computer brain. They contracted them to do those new millennium work for them because their own time has gone. Their own time has gone. So this is our time. And when we started this journey, we told you that we will bring Biafra from diaspora. And through internet, we will deliver this message. Our people will then capture the key. They will know the key. That's why this, our brother that dropped the message, I like the message. And let us play that message again because the numbers here is growing. You who is in Nigeria, who is in Africa, drop reasonable comment. When you get to us, we will play it. Listen to one of our brother who knows the importance of prime minister and what we should do. Sonny, thank you.
Yes, fellow comrades, another thing that came to my mind right now is, you see,
thinkers.
The prime minister is a very wise man.
Number one.
In the person of Mazi Ekpa. He is very brilliant. He is very wise in whatever he does. And I know it's because of the spirit of Chukwuokike Abiyama that is with him. It's because he is and was called for this mission. Since yesterday that he...
Because he was called for this mission. That's why we say, you know, not everybody is made to go to war. Not everybody is made to become a hero. Not everybody is made to do. That's why they say, there are people that God creates in this world to carry the burdens of other people. Different categories in this life. That's why your fingers is not the same. There are different categories in this life. There are people. Nnamdi Kanu is a prince. Now he is a king, but he is in jail because of refrats, because of idiots, because of nonchalant, because of people like us. He is in jail. Are you getting it? He is a prince. That's what is happening in our eyes. He is in jail, living in London. He has his own house. He has his wife. He has his children. He can live and live comfortable. But he said, man, he want to make history. Just like Abraham make history. Just like Isaac make history. Just like Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego make history. Just like Daniel make history. Just like Eli make history. Just like all these people made history. Abraham Lincoln made history. Nelson Mandela made history. Muhammad Ali made history. When we were teaching in this place, we told you the brave history of 21st century, the people that make history. Nnamdi Kanu watch this thing. He says, how can this life come and go that his name will not be registered in one place? Then he said he know what to do. What he is going to do is he will go and provoke Nigeria. He knows the truth. Simple. Do you know when Nnamdi Kanu says that he need money to buy ammunition, that the people who will pay $5,000, their name will be written with gold? Then he introduced an idea. He said he introduced medal, that people will be using medal. Their name will be written in that medal if you can pay $5,000 to support what they are doing. The same day Zama say that Nnamdi Kanu is robbing people. That ideology died. When Nnamdi Kanu called American people in World Igbo Congress, he told them that he wants them to use the brain of Black Americans for everyone to come and register his name with $1. The 7 day Zama accountabilitans, they says, calculating $1 with the population of Black Americans in America, did you know how many million it is going to generate? And then Nnamdi Kanu will have access to this money. The same way that ideology of writing people's name with gold died, the same way this ideology of American people paying $1 to register their identity to support Biafra, that ideology died. Accountability people. Do you know the reason Simon Ekpa entered inside this Biafran struggle today? When Simon Ekpa, you see how big he is living, my brothers and sisters, tell yourself the truth. If it is money, at least his 3 square meal is secured. Just like every other criminal politician in Nigeria. But you know what? Simon Ekpa has been there. Do you people know that Simon Ekpa has predicted Biafra openly in Nigeria in 2009? How many people here, how many people knows about this thing? We will, okay, let me stop reading this thing because write your comment, we will read it later. Lazarus, thank you. And then Joko, one Simon on Joko. Do you know Simon, the reason he entered this struggle, we are 555 vision. When we analyze someone, I say, iweputo okwu egwu, then anya amara ke ya agbadi egwu ka ịma mgba ya. Mmadụ na-akụ ogene, ana-akụ ịgba, onye ya agbadi egwu pụta, the person that will dance that dance, the move he make will tell us if this person can dance this dance or not. Ndị Igbo, are you people getting it? That's why we told them, give us opportunity. If we say anything in parable, allow us to interpret it. Because our people grew up in Kano. They grew up in Kaduna. They grew up in Abuja. They grew up in Lagos. They grew up in Bini. They grew up out of Igbo land. That is where our people grew up. So they don't really understand parable. Are you getting it? So, I say, onye nwanne ya na-agba aja egwu n'ama ka ihe na-eme. Then, when Simon Ekpa entered this struggle, first statement that bring him up was to criticize when IPOBs lay their hands on Ekpa. He said that is wrong. You cannot beat your elder. Then, when he went home, then they told him Then, do you know what Simon Ekpa said that day? He said, Nnamdi Kanu Ohamadike, one of Biafra, the Jesus of our time, should come and apologize to Ohaneze Ndigbo and Ekwere Mmadụ. Then IPOBs then sent on him. They told him, do you know that this is Nnamdi Kanu? Then Simon Ekpa then go and listen to the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. There they arrested his spirit. This flag arrested his spirit. We are preaching the gospel of Biafra. Are you getting it? What do we want to gain? When Biafra comes, we will go to Eze Belago Kingdom and build a mighty temple for Chukwu Okike Abiama. And we will relax there and worship God with every purity. That is what we want. Not those people in Zama that want to become governor. You want to do this, you want to do that. When Biafra comes, you will be tired of money. Then, do you people know the reason why Simon Ekpa entered the struggle? Simon Ekpa entered this struggle because there is no other way for him to make history. That's why they say Biafra is a virgin. How many of you is contributing to break the virginity of Biafra? That Biafra will remember you. Biafra is a virgin. How many of you is paying ESN? Are you a member of ESN? Obo na mara agba agba, kaba ahụ ka mara eche. Obo na mara eche, kaba ahụ mara na ka esi akụ aka. Obo na mara ka esi akụ aka, then jụọ onwe gị kedu uru ịbara as a human being. We came to preach Biafran gospel. Anyị sụ Igbo, anyị asụ English, anyị preach Jesus, anyị preach Nnamdi Kanu, anyị preach Simon Ekpa, anyị preach Sonny Akparawa, anyị preach 247, anyị preach Gaddafi, anyị preach Madam Azuka, anyị preach the husband of Madam Azuka, the man who give the backbone of Madam Azuka, the backbone. He said, go. Onye nna ya ziri ori na-eji ụkwụ agbawa ụzọ. Then Simon Ekpa, the reason he came to this struggle, he said he want to join to break the virginity of Biafra so that the Biafrans will remember him. He says he want to make history. The only thing that remains in Simon Ekpa's life is to make history, and that history he has been able to get it. Today, history have registered it. Small time when you go to Google, you will Google Biafran Prime Minister. You will see Simon Ekpa. History have registered it. Simon Ekpa, the Biafran Prime Minister, and we are very happy over it. With a lot of responsibility, we are volunteering ourselves to help in this journey so that it will be easy for him. You who is watching, what are you contributing? Are you supporting what we are doing? Are you sharing this message? If you cannot give us super chat, then share this message, let it go viral. Let other people hear what we are doing. Because Ako Yibo Nsugbe Itiwago, the chain that is holding Biafra has been broken. There is no two ways about it. There is no two ways about it. Simon Ekpa will deliver Biafra. Yeah, without no fear, because there is a document covering what he is doing. Again, before we call it a day, maybe some pastors is here. Our message dedicate on pastors, in the reverend fathers, in the reverend sisters, in the deacons, in the deaconesses. The reason Jesus Christ was killed is because Jesus doesn't have document covering what he is doing. Go to Bible. They ask, on what authority are you working? For you people to know what Simon Ekpa has been pleading since the extradition of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we 555 vision has been shouting, crying for Biafrans to come together and give Simon a certificate for him to work. It is because, number one, he don't want to commit the kind of offense Jesus committed before they nailed him on the cross of Calvary. You know, some of this is Chris Ayekinome and Nanche and all these Olympic pastors. They cannot tell you that Jesus Christ committed error in this universe. They can't tell you that one. The reason Jesus Christ was crucified was because when Jesus Christ was in the court, as Nnamdi Kanu is in court today, Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted. No law, no guiltiness, nothing is holding Nnamdi Kanu except negative power is holding Nnamdi Kanu there. Then, do you people know that Jesus Christ, when he was healing the sick, they asked him in the court, on what authority are you working? Nde Nago Bible here. Did you see that in the Bible? Maybe you go to Bible. It took me 10 years to read Bible. One book. 10 good years. And I read it to understand the meaning they reach there, they put full stop. The reason they reach there, they put comma. The reason they reach there, they put hyphen. That is how I will read Bible. And when we come there, and they understand, when Caiaphas asked, on what authority is he working? Then bring it back. When DOS missed the track, Simon told Biafrans, if you people want me to represent you, come and pass what they called vote of no confidence on VDOS. That is when he will be able to carry you people along. Do you people knows when vote of no confidence passed? Write the comment here, please, to bear me witness that what I am saying is true. For you people to know that Jesus Christ was crucified because he don't have document covering him, curing the sick, healing the sick, raising the dead. Are you getting it? Because you see this world, there are people that owe this earth. You don't know, you people don't, before you people come to support this Biafra, you have to go on the 28th of August, the vote of confidence passed. That was the time they gave him the authority to speak. Then he became the spokesperson of Biafra. Then he began to ask Ifeanyi Ejiofor, please, I have contact. Allow me to work because I have contact. The president of Finland is my friend. Or the prime minister in Finland is my friend. Allow me because I have contact. I know what to tell them. I am a mogunga banye these people. I know the medicine in banye these people. Mbanye hogu then he kupu. Okwandi Igbo na 419. Okwandi Igbo na asa ego. Okwandi Igbo na atụ akwụkwọ. Ebe ka our brain dey. Ebe ka our brain dey. Our brain now is being diverted to Biafra. Are you getting it? Because you can form habit in different areas. You may form habit by being a womanizer. You may form habit by being a smoker. You may form habit by watching Nigerian home movie, ritual, and every other thing. You may form habit by being a drunkard. You may form habit by trying to make history. Are you people getting it? So there are different kind of habits. Do you know the kind of habit we dedicated ourselves to form? The habit of delivering this message to a common man understanding. And we are telling you that Caiaphas asked Jesus, on what authority are you working? Who gave you the authority to be healing the sick, raising the dead, when there are doctors that went to school to study how to raise the dead, to study how to heal the cripple, and these people paid the certificate, they went to school, they studied all these things, and you are taking their job away from them. Are you people getting it? They asked him, on which authority are you working? Amy Sonny, yes, now we are 555 vision. On which authority are you working? Then Jesus say, I am working with the authority of the Father who sent me, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. He say, are you the Son of Man? He say, no, I didn't say it. You are the one who told me, who said that I am. The way we told you that Nnamdi Kanu is Jesus of our time. The way some of our brothers say Nnamdi Kanu, our Lord and the personal Savior. We gave him the name. The way we gave Simon Ekpa, Obato Obie, okay, one, everything. We gave him the name and we take the responsibility. Are you getting it? He said, you say that I am the Son of God. Are you getting it? Then, the next question they ask him in the court, they ask Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Alpha and the Omega. Yeah, tut me say viclic light, eh? Yeah, just try to understand me very, very well. The Alpha and the Omega. They ask him, on which document covers what you are doing? How many people get the key now? Which document covers what you are doing? It is in the book of Matthew. When Jesus Christ was in the court, just like Nnamdi Kanu has been discharged and acquitted, they asked him, which document covers what you are doing? Are you people trying now to tell me that Simon Ekpa doesn't know that he will form government in exile before? Are you trying to tell me that Simon Ekpa don't know how to unite all Biafra? Are you trying to tell me that is what all the history Simon want to make is to become Biafran prime minister? And he has been following the line. Then Igbo people has been hammering on him. One thing you people should know, before you can be able to make use of gold, this gold have to pass through fire before you can make use of it. Are you getting it? So we have cooked Simon. We put him inside the fire. We came at him very, very well. Then he came out and he began to shine. Diamond you see that is found in Africa. Before you can make use of diamond, that diamond has to pass through fire. That is how sometimes what Nde Zama is doing, I am not against them. We told them, when you want to raise an argument, raise a reasonable argument. No, if you want to criticize what I'm doing here now, don't just come and tell me stupid. Don't just come here and say mad people everywhere. Don't just come here and say idiot. But tell me, why are you not doing this? Why have you not done this? This is what you're supposed to do, and this is how you're supposed to do it. Then I will know that you are making sense. But if you just come here now and say idiot, mad people everywhere, stupid man, you run away. I don't even know the reason why you say this. That means you are the stupid yourself because you don't even clarify yourself. You see, Simon, Nde Zama, but the gold must pass through fire before it will be useful. That's why this our brother say here now, say here. Do you know how spirits work together? This our angel said something here. Listen.
Who was elected as the prime minister of the Biafran Republic government in exile. You see a lot of things have been happening in social media, congratulations here and there. And he made a statement today calling for truce for every autopiloted IPOB to cease attacks on Nde Zoma and their likes on anybody. This is a very wise decision from the Prime Minister, a very wise one for that matter. It is left for the people on the other side of the aisle to embrace this opportunity, use this opportunity wisely, using it wisely in the sense that they should try to come back to the struggle, not coming back to join autopilot, no, but trying in a way to see how they can assist in whatever the autopilot is doing. Like when the Dragon, the Prime Minister issues order, they share it, they try to join in the awareness creation. That is the only way they can be relevant and then they can be recognized again. So that is a very wise decision from a wise man. You see, when the Prime Minister was asking God for 1,000 men wisdom, a lot of people don't know why he made that. This is the reason why he made that request from Chukwu Okike Abiam.
Do you hear him? He says, when Simon Ekpa, just like Solomon, God asked Solomon, Solomon, I love you. Make your request. Tell me what you want. I will give it to you. These are golds. These are diamond. This is house. This is everything. Solomon said he went home. He prayed. Then he told God, I need wisdom and the understanding. God said, are you stupid? He said, no, he is not stupid. That what he needs is wisdom and the understanding. God says, okay, you have made this strongest request ever, and upon this your request, I will give you gold and diamond. Simon Ekpa, when all this attack came on him, he went home, he cried to God, he said, God, give me 1,000 men wisdom in order for me to make this history to your name. Only your name alone will be glorified. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu says that when Biafra comes, that is when the whole universe will know that we are worshiping the only one true God, that he is the only one that will give us Biafra, not Ibinu Babi. Not Ibinu Babi. But those people that need money, they believe in money. What did Simon ask? Wisdom of 1,000 men. Are you people getting it? Yeah. In the Bible. Do you understand? Because what we are doing is spiritual. Biafra is a spirit. And if you want to understand Biafra, you must to enter spirit. You must to enter spirit before you understand Biafra. Then, inside that wisdom, it is not the first time Simon Obato Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafran land, has made this statement. He made this statement before. He says, you have to cease attack. Let us come together. He begged the China Samuru. He begged the chief Kedoziem. He begged the coordinator. He begged the zonal coordinator. He begged all the representatives which Nnamdi Kanu left this mantle to their hand. He said, let us come together and concentrate, become like a bunch of broom, just like Obala, the chief priest of Biafran land, have been sending messages. He said, Igbo people can never go anywhere until they become like a bunch of broom. Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister of Biafran land, he says, let us seize an attack and put our eyes on the ball, that Biafra will be declared. Let us fight the real enemy, which is the Fulanis, coupled with the Britons. Let us stop fighting one another. It is in the record. Document. Because of document, that's why they crucified Jesus Christ. And all this document, we have them piled. If I am very close here, I will bring out my disco duro and show you people where we are loading history. Everything that is happening. Sometimes we will go to Locutorio, we will reload things that is happening. Mind you, the kind of statement you are making in this Biafran struggle. Mind you very, very well. Please, when someone come online, someone will tell me. Then, do you know what our angel have just said in this place? Then, let's start listening to him again.
Just like Solomon.
Solomon.
When opportunity called for him to call for riches, he called for wisdom. And God blessed him with wisdom and gave him as well as the riches that he never asked of. So the Prime Minister is wise in his decisions, in whatever he brings to the table. And it's left for Ndi Nzama to know that this is the time for them to try as much as possible to feed themselves back into the struggle. Not coming to join autopilot, but rather doing something to make them relevant. Meaning that they should have to share the broadcast, they should have to come and listen to the broadcast, they should have to come and join in the sit at home, they should have to propagate that gospel of restoration, and not blackmailing on trying to be stumbling block in what we are doing. So this is an olive branch again being extended from the Prime Minister. And I wish, because most of us here have brothers who are on the other side of the aisle.
Like us.
Or we know them. We can as well share these messages to them so that they know.
People shared this message and it get to us. His brothers in the other side. Yeah, the Corinthians, the book of Corinthians, they says Paul send the message to James. James is sending message to Peter. Peter sending message to Timothy. This our brother is one of the angel apostle. He sent his own message and his message has just come. Yeah, some people is shouting, saying that a foreign God and Jesus they bring in Africa, that is what is killing us. No, the name of Jesus is not killing us. What is killing us is the way pastors, Chris Ayekinome, Ananche, Jeremiah, Oyedepo, Cardinal Arinze, pastors, deacons and deaconesses, the way these people delivered the message to the followers of Jesus is the mistake, not to the gospel of Jesus. Jesus is a mighty hero which nobody in this universe has ever tried to near his history. Jesus Christ have set up a record which since time immemorial, every other person, both magicians, are trying to break the record of Jesus Christ. Jesus set up a record which nobody has been able to break in this universe. And when you want to challenge Jesus, you have to know that you have a date of birth. And that date of birth starts from before Christ and after Christ. So you who is fighting Jesus, you are wasting your time. The way you are wasting your time fighting Nnamdi Kanu is just the way you are wasting your time fighting Simon Ekpa. These are people, special people God sent from above for a special mission. That's why he told you his name is Obata Obie. Anu kporonku na-eju onu, ishi karaka na-ebu ogidi. Ojishi Anyoko. You people, you hear where people is calling him Ojishi Anyoko here. And the 555 vision called Simon Ekpa the Vokani of our time. When I yeah, that is Simon Ekpa. Then we go.
That this is the time for them to come back to relevance. At least to join in what is happening, to share the message so that the Nigerian government will know that now we are coming together. They will have no other option than to release our leader. But as long as they are on the other side of the aisle to counter whatever we are doing, they can never be relevant again. So this is what I just remembered, and I feel is good for me to write it, to make a voice note on that, and see if I can share it in our different platforms, and see if people, and some people who still, the mind is deceitful. There may be some.
But our people, just imagine something. We are 555 vision. If you study criminal investigation, if you study psychology, you can understand this, our brother. And the reason people is here watching is because they know that we are putting this thing in the way it's supposed to go. Divinity Television, thank you. Do you know this our brother has been having this heavy thing inside him? He has been having this thing inside him. He don't know if this message will come, but luckily we get it, and it is going. Before 3 days time, it will be reading 10,000 viewers. If you people share it, that I am doing my own. It is left for you to do your own. I got his message and I am making it go viral. That is what you should do. You put your hand in a share button, you send it out. You tell people, there is someone, 555 vision, we went for purification to serve Biafra. Just like our brother says here, Alex Uche, you re-choosing. Alex, we went for purification, 9 months, studying Biafra and reading the map, reading world history to know how we can support Nnamdi Kanu and any other person that will come. I received my call to serve Biafra in 2002, 2002. And we are waiting for the Messiah to voice out. Then we will come and support him. We can be pastor, but we don't want to rob our people. We want to deliver the real message. We will preach this gospel in our own benefit. Are you getting it? That is the thing we are talking about in this place. Before you can understand the Biafran struggle, go and take your Bible. Read it from Genesis to Revelation. Don't read it to go to heaven. And don't read it for you not to go to hell. That one is not your problem. Going to hell and going to heaven is not your problem. Read the Bible like a novel, like things fall apart. Then you will understand the reason we are telling you that the manuscript to restore Biafra has been written inside the Bible. A complete Bible, not King James Version. Complete Bible that contains apostrophe. The one that has apostrophe inside. This is the kind of Bible you will read. That Bible, those books, that one they call the lost book, King James Version rejected because King James is a former king of England, the people that came to colonize us. They took away the wisdom inside the Bible, Catholic Bible. They took it away. Yeah, the book of Sirach, the book of Maccabees, they took it away. Where you will read and gain wisdom, they took it away. Then they bring you King James Version, an empty Bible. Former king of England, the people of Antichrist, the people that colonize you, the people who gave your future over to Fulanis, for Fulanis to take you and destroy you. That is King James. King James is from England. Go to Google. Go to Google. When we finish this thing now, go to Google. Type, who is King James? Read his own history. He is an England man. He departed from Rome. When Rome now in Vatican, there are up to 277 popes that have ruled Vatican. During those days, which I can't even get the date now, but I can search it. Then the problem came that made King James to depart out of Catholic Church. Then they created England Church, which they later baptized to Anglican Church. Then they bring it to Nigeria. Through missionary journeys, they introduce it and they take away the wisdom. That's why you see that the pastors in Nigeria cannot teach you anything reasonable. Jesus Christ of Nazareth, Alpha and the Omega, beginning and the end, the one who died and resurrected after 3 days. That man has no problem. The problem are the people who carried his message without studying deep to understand the reason colonial masters come, the reason missionary journeys came, and they told you that they teach you how to do recitation. They teach you how to read and write, but they did not teach you how to think and how to memorize, also how to ask a question. And coupled with the Igbo culture that says, Onya tụrụ ilu kọwara ya, ego ejilu nne ya furu ụzọ. Igbo culture that says, Igbo parable that says, ebe ụzọ zọta ana tupu azọba ute. Our people don't understand this thing again. They don't ask deep questions. Then, these are our brothers now who is sending this message. How do you think that some people I know that gave us oath in this IPOB, they gave us oath, the people that mastermind the oath for us? What did they do? They backed Nnamdi Kanu up and they begin to follow P2B because DOS asked them to go and vote to P2B, but they forgot the oath they took to defend Nnamdi Kanu. Now, election has come the way it came. This our brother now is telling you that is the prime minister of Biafra is the wisest man who asked God for 1,000 man wisdom. And God has given him that wisdom. And he says, ceasefire. Every attack on social media, ceasefire. so that we can go front. Biafrans, we have to keep it here. Maybe we come back midnight, or maybe tomorrow almost by this time tomorrow. I think by this time we have time. Their children are on holiday, so we have little time. We sneak to delivering this message. It is not easy, but we make it easy. Ask yourself, what is your contribution in Biafran struggle? Thank you, all lovers of freedom. They are now calling us. Thank you, all lovers of freedom. We love you all, and we promise to serve. And we promise to be reminding Simon his responsibilities on this prime ministerial issue he have taken. Listen from somewhere, somebody from Tunisia, they are calling on him some of his responsibilities. Listen.
Sure that we stand and fight for this restoration of Biafra, because
the government does not want any black in their country anymore. Tunisia. They chased all the whole blacks out from Tunisia. They lock everyone in. They put everyone in prison. After they bring you from prison, they have bust your house, carry all their property. The landlord of the place, they have take off all your property, all your belongings, your passport, your money, everything. They arrest you. After they arrest you, they will keep you in prison for 3 months. Before they free you, they give you paper to go out. Before you go to your house, the landlord will not give you the accommodation again. They ask you to go out. That the government say every landlord should not issue the house to any blacks anymore in the country. That all the blacks should leave their country. Right now, we are stranded in outside. We are sleeping outside, as you may see. I've sent some video that prove the evidence for you. Please, we ask for Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa to come for the rescue of a Biafrans in Tunisia. Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa, we know you as a man. We know you as a man of timber and caliber. We know what you can be able to do. Please, Mazi Nnamdi Ekpa, the Biafran in exile, to come to our rescue. Please, we say, may God bless all Biafrans. All hair.
Biafrans, the best thing that can happen to anybody in this life is, if you are in difficulty, you have someone you can call. That is the best thing that has ever happened. Maybe you are living in Europe, America, anywhere out of Nigeria. Then your family at home, when there is difficulty, they will have someone they will call and they complain their problem. Then whom they have complained your problem, you are carrying their burdens. Do you have anybody you can call? You don't have anyone you can call. You can only call on God. That's why they put you in the family. Are you getting it? So Biafrans, with every joy inside me, with every joy inside Biafrans, with every joy, God has blessed us that all our problem, we have whom we can call that is ready to carry our responsibilities. Are you getting it? So let us celebrate. Share this message. If you have not subscribed to 555 Vision, Biafran Gospel and Bible, subscribe. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. If you have subscribed, turn on the notification button so that when we come live, you will be able to be notified. Thank you all. We love you, and we will come back and keep on serving until this flag is raised.